Hey, Mo.
Thanks everyone. Same drill as the last couple of days. We'll go to the floor first and then we'll head over to Zoom. After the chat, I'll be bringing in Nathan Lyon and then Alex Carey. Alex Carey will be under embargo until tomorrow morning and probably, let's say 11 o'clock, because the guys will have a day off tomorrow now. So we'll go to the floor. Thank you.
Pat, congratulations on your first win as captain of this side. I guess, how proud are you of the way the boys came out today and really closed the match out after England fought back yesterday afternoon?
Yeah, exceptionally proud. So many different stories within the game. I thought Nathan Lyon, I said to him last night, I said, mate, forget about it. You're never going to get your 400. So it was nice that he got that done this morning. I said maybe next summer, but yeah, really happy for him. I thought he bowled really well yesterday without luck. Greeny to pick up Joe Root and another one later on. Just a great way for him to get into his career as an all-rounder. I thought he bowled beautifully all game. The other bowlers all did a job, and just really proud. I think Trav Head, his innings on day 2, couldn't ask for much more than that.
You spoke to us about day one, after day one, about things which you have been working on probably. How much more captaincy did you learn yesterday in conditions for getting England for not doing the top?
Yeah, a lot more yesterday than probably day 1 and 2. I felt like everything went our way on day 1 and 2, luck. It was just a good reminder that it's Test cricket. There's going to be tough days out there, good partnerships. You're playing against the best players in the world. They're going to have good days. Again, I was really happy with how we stuck at it. I thought we put a lot into yesterday, and we were really calm. Turned up this morning, still focused and calm, and ahead of the game. So there was no panic, and then just got our rewards yesterday for the hard work. Got our rewards this morning for the hard work from yesterday.
And just about first test as captain, what do you like when the batting was on, especially that many collapse you had to walk out at that point as well? How different was that aspect of it?
I felt it a little bit harder. I normally sit down in the change room and watch, but there was like a 2-second delay, and that was annoying me because the crowd were going crazy. I wasn't sure if it was a 4 or a wicket, so I had to go and sit up the top, probably more so than I would have just normally. But pretty relaxed. There's not much I can do in a batting inning, so try and sit back, use it as a time to recharge like us bowlers normally do, and let the batters do their thing. And I think out there on the field as well, I felt like I got a little bit better as the game went on, and just concentrating on my own bowling and trusting that everything else is going to work out okay.
Is Josh Hazlewood fit? And if so, from the outside looking in, it seems that he was underused somewhat yesterday.
He's a little bit sore. Josh is. It was good. He came out today and was able to bowl, and got through a really good spell. But he's a little bit sore. So we're just managing through. It's the 5 Test match summer is key for us. So don't want to blow him out of the water on day 2, 3.
Any specifics around his
Just rib, a little bit of rib. Nothing too serious, but didn't want to turn into a huge injury.
And speaking of ribs, David Warner, do you expect him to be fit for Adelaide, or is it wait and see? And is it going to away with the obvious replacement if he's not fit? Yeah,
Davey is available to bat at the end. We actually came in when we needed 20 to win, couldn't find him anywhere in the stadium. No, he's fine. We just chose not to risk him. But I think he had a hit in here earlier and got through it. Still pretty sore, but he should be right for Adelaide. We'll monitor him, but I think he'll be fine. In terms of replacements, Uzi's in the squad. Nobody. Ask your selector. Above my pay grade.
Pat, you mentioned Cam Green and his biggest bowler at the moment, definitely being Joe Root. What have you made of his development as a bowler from last summer and last year? What do you see in him technically as a bowler when you watch him operate?
Yeah, I hadn't seen a lot of him in Shield cricket, but everything I was hearing was positive. There was a lot of chat a couple of years ago that he was next, one of the next best quicks, really hard work. And then he started churning out hundreds. So it's huge, huge for us having that, not only just an all-rounder that bowls a bit, but he's a genuine fourth quick. Last summer was tough in that it was literally straight after a stress fracture. So not only could he, didn't want to put too many overs into him on the ground, but little things like, preparing for games and getting overs into you and working on things in the nets. He just didn't have a lot of bowling behind him, whereas he's had a really good pre-season, bowled a bit more in Shield cricket. So he's back to probably what he was bowling a couple of years ago, and just a huge asset. Bowls 140 bounce, can swing the ball, and just really wanted to get him, I guess, into the game, get his first Test wicket, and he's away now. He's a huge asset for us. Still, firmly in our top 6 batters, but to have someone like him that can give us genuine wicket-taking overs, great.
Pat, you joke about Nathan's long wait for that 400, but how big is it, I guess, in this series to see him just tail up again? And you just sort of explain the field settings today. Look like you're pretty aggressive now in the offside. Was that something you looked at overnight and did it work?
First of all, I think he's just about our most important bowler. Wicket taking option, but also the amount of overs he bowls. I think even yesterday he bowled without luck, but he went at 2.5 and over for 20 odd overs on a hot day, which is a huge asset for us. I think in terms of fields, we had a bit of a think overnight. Not too much changes. I think being so far ahead of the game is just a good reminder to keep being positive. Really make sure we got some, there's plenty of options to take wickets. Don't mind if he goes for a few extra runs. And again, I think sometimes moving the fielders around gives something different visually for the batters to look at. But again, I think he bowled without luck a lot of times yesterday, especially to the left-handers, and came out today, showed why he's one of the greatest of all time.
Was it part of the plan to obliterate Jack Leach, or was that something that
we spoke about, spin in the past. I think when Aussie cricket team is playing at its best, it has a real presence against particularly spin bowling, and that was really all we spoke about. I think they sensed an opportunity. It's a tough ground sometimes to bowl here, short straight, and the batters capitalised, and really, really brave, fearless. It's one thing talking about it, but to go out and play that way, I thought was really impressive. They just sensed that opportunity. I think similar to Trav Head late on day 2, he sensed that opportunity. Not necessarily could argue maybe the game didn't need it, but he sensed that opportunity and went all out on it. And as a captain, couldn't be happier.
Alex Carey's obviously had to wait a long time for his opportunity, and those 8 catches, I think, he's in the record books. What did you make of him behind the stumps?
Without any flaws this game, I thought he was tremendous. Really clean against Lyon as well. Not surprised. He's played a lot of international cricket. We knew he'd slot straight in and be high quality. So really happy for him. I think as well, putting his hand up when Davey wasn't going to open, said, no, I'll open. Shows a lot of confidence and do whatever he can for the team. So really happy for him, really impressed with his debut, not surprised. It's eight catches, great start for him.
Given the tight tournament between Adelaide, is it hard for Josh Hazlewood to come up, or to sort of be rough plan in place yet, or you just see how he goes?
I think we'll wait till he wakes up in the morning. I think a key is we don't want to put him in jeopardy for the whole series. So, we'll take our time. He had a scan last night, so we'll kind of work through that. Said he bowled out there today, but no plan yet. Sleep on it, see how he pulls up tomorrow.
Okay, guys, we've got 4 or 5 here on Zoom, so we'll go to Ben Horn.
Hey, Pat, you spoke before the test about, what happened last summer at the Gabba against India, and you felt like the team could have stuck at plans for longer and tactically been a bit better. With the pressure that you were put under yesterday, were you happy with how the team responded? Did you feel like, that there was some lessons that were learnt?
Yeah. I think we stayed a lot more patient. Especially this morning, we just did what we did best and just try and own the top of off stump, fourth stump. Don't get too funky with fields. Don't get too carried away with the short bowling plans if you don't sense that opportunity. So I think that's probably one lesson. Just stay at plan A for as long as we can. Maybe with the odd fielder out, but I think kind of the way we started the match to the way we finished, we didn't change too much.
Nick Savage.
Thanks so much, Cole. G'day, Pat. Congrats on the win. There was a moment today where you dismissed Ben Stokes and Cameron Green took the catch and immediately pointed towards the slip cordon. Do you possibly know what that interaction was about? Was there a prediction from Marnus Labuschagne, perhaps?
I wouldn't be surprised. He has about 10 predictions each ball. I think they did say maybe. I think they said, I feel like you're going to get a catch here at Gully to Cam Green, but. I don't know, but I will say I was going to bowl Starkey one more, and Smithy kind of tapped me on the shoulder and said, "I think it's your turn." So I went up to him and gave him a big high five. He was a big part in that wicket.
Dan Breding.
G'day, Pat. Just one, sort of a broader one about the sort of what this match does for you going forward. Like, I know Ben mentioned about sort of the staying calm element, but does that help you as a captain in terms of what you're saying to the team about what you want from them? That's the outcome you can get. And then specifically, just Nathan Lyon and having the silly point in, sort of what the discussions were about that, I suppose, yesterday to today.
I'm trying to remember what my memory is. I think first of all, it showed that calm environment. It's 5 days is a long time. You can't burn out getting too caught up in every little thing that happens. So I think sticking to our processes, the game can feel like it's moving, not in the direction you like. And I think we still won by 9 wickets today, so it's a really good sign of the way we go about it is, I think, our best chance. In terms of the fielders to Nathan Lyon, I think he's up next, so maybe you can ask him. But we played around with that silly point, just different times, just trying different things. Got through a lot of work for us yesterday, so he's got great control. We feel like you can have him on either side of the wicket, and he's going to be able to, bowl to that fielder. But a lot of the time, it hits the bat, hits the pad, pops up. It's pot luck where it's going to land. So nothing specific planning other than close infielders for a very good off spinner.
Andrew Wu, and we'll finish off with Stephen Shinnock.
Yeah, g'day, Pat. Congratulations. I just wanted to ask about Josh. When you're talking about his injury you mentioned ribs, are we sort of looking at sort of the ribs side strain territory? And what did the scans show last night?
They weren't too. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, but it was nothing scary enough to not bowl today. But still, just a little bit, just to make us a little bit, want to manage him a little bit, which we kind of expected. It was a little bit sore, but nothing too scary. But we'll keep managing him, as we said. We'll sleep on it tonight, see how he wakes up.
Just adding to that, Andrew, I'll update in the WhatsApp group this afternoon. But very, very mild strain, very mild. There was no reason he couldn't have bowled yesterday afternoon, but the guys just managed him through that. Stephen.
Hi, Pat. A win in Brisbane on the past couple of Ashes series in Australia has led to Australia really getting on top of England and recording big series wins. Have you seen anything over the past few days that leads you to believe that same can be repeated?
I hope so. I was really happy that just about everyone fired. Everyone's into the series now. I thought the bowling unit together bowled really well, and just about all the batters got going into the game. So yeah, I'm really happy with where we're at. It's really early on in the series, so history is great, but it doesn't count for too much. We're going to Adelaide, it's a place we love playing. Pink ball, it's a little bit different to the traditional red ball match. A few more unknowns each time we play, but it's a format we enjoy. Adelaide Oval is a great place to play cricket, so yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start, but still a lot of work to do.
Thanks, guys, and thanks, Pat. Nathan Lyon's waiting in the back of the room, so
Thank you.
we'll say goodbye to Pat and welcome the GOAT.